voice calling, whispering my name. I've chased down every sunrise, I've played the outlaw's game. My boots are worn from wandering, my hat is torn with time, but still this lonesome rider walks the same old line. The river bends behind me, the mountain waits ahead. 1,000 miles of silence, the words I've left unsaid. The night rolls in like thunder, the stars begin to shine, and every song I'm singing is a prayer of mine. On the trail of the setting sun, I ride till the day is done, carrying my stories where the wild wind runs. Through the dust, through the pain, I'll keep riding on the trail of the setting sun. I remember her soft laughter, her eyes so warm and kind, but a cowboy's heart is restless, it just won't stay behind. She waits back in the valley where the red roses grow, and I ride on forever 'cause it's all I know. The coyotes sing their chorus, the fiddle joins the breeze, the harmonica's crying through the cottonwood trees. The firelight is flickering, the shadows dance around. Another night of stories with no one else around. On the trail of the setting sun, I ride till the day is done, carrying my stories where the wild wind runs. Through the dust, through the pain, I'll keep riding on the trail of the setting sun. When the dawn comes rolling and paints the sky with fire, I'll saddle up my sorrows and climb a little higher. The echoes of the canyon keep answering my song. A cowboy rides forever even when he's gone. On the trail of the setting sun, I ride till the day is done, carrying my stories where the wild wind runs. Through the dust, through the pain, I'll keep riding on the trail of the setting sun. When my horse grows weary and my journey's through, I'll rest beneath the heavens, neath the sky so blue. No headstone, no marker, just the earth and the sky, where the lonesome rider lays down to die. I've been riding since the morning, through the heat and through the rain, chasing ghosts across the canyon, carving miles out of my pain. The desert speaks in whispers, the sagebrush tells no lies. Every sunset paints my story on the canvas of the skies. Where the long trail ends, I'll lay my head under starlit skies on the earth's wide bed. No gold, no glory, just the wind as a friend. I'll find my peace where the long trail ends. And I recall a town in Texas where the fiddles played all night, and a girl with eyes of silver held me close in lantern light. But I left before the morning, couldn't bear to stay too long. For a cowboy's heart is burdened by the pull of the road and song. Where the long trail ends, I'll lay my head under starlit skies on the earth's wide bed. No gold, no glory, just the wind as a friend. I'll find my peace where the long trail ends. I've outrun the law and sorrow, left my name in strangers' bars, shared a drink with lonely drifters, dreamed my dreams beneath the stars. But the road is never ending, still it calls me ever on, till the fire fades to ashes and the rider's voice is gone. Where the long trail ends, I'll lay my head under starlit skies on the earth's wide bed. No gold, no glory, just the wind as a friend. I'll find my peace where the long trail ends. When my saddle's laid beside me and my boots are setting still, bury me beneath the prairie on the far side of the hill. Let the meadowlark sing gently, let the sky become my kin. For a cowboy rides forever, where the long trail ends again.
Morning breaks on a sky so wide, dust kicks up where the cattle ride. My saddle creaks, my pony sighs, another day beneath the endless skies. The trail is long, but my heart is true. Every mile I ride brings something new. The wind, she sings like a mournful song, telling me I've been gone too long. I'm the rider of the empty plains, chasing sunsets, outrunning pain. Through the storms, through the fire, still I carry this desire. I'm the rider of the empty plains. Campfire smoke in the midnight glow, songs of the range are all I know. Fiddle cries where the coyotes call, lonely echoes on the canyon wall. I left behind a gentle hand, a life of love, a promised land. But the trail keeps calling, won't let me stay, so I ride on into another day. I'm the rider of the empty plains, chasing sunsets, outrunning pain. Through the storms, through the fire, still I carry this desire. I'm the rider of the empty plains. Flows where it ends, only heaven knows. My hair turns gray, but my heart stays wild, forever riding like a restless child. When the final sunset paints the sky and I lay my weary spirit by, bury me where the tall grass waves on the open plains, no marked graves. I'm the rider of the empty plains, chasing sunsets, outrunning pain. Through the storms, through the fire, still I carry this desire. I'm the rider of the empty plains, and when the wind blows across my name, it'll whisper soft that I once came. A cowboy's soul forever remains, a rider lost in the empty plains.
Canyon walls are singing and echo through the night. A silver moon is rising, bathing trails in light. My saddle creaks beneath me, my horse moves slow and true. Every mile I travel brings me farther from you. Campfires burn behind me, their glow is faint and small. I've traded love for freedom, I've answered duty's call. A lonesome wind keeps howling, it chills me to the bone, but the rider keeps on riding when the prairie calls him home. Whispers of the canyon, voices on the wind, telling me the stories of where I've been. Through the dust and the sorrow, I carry them on. Whispers of the canyon, singing my song. I recall a gentle laughter, I recall a soft embrace, the memory of a woman with sunlight on her face. But the trail keeps stretching endless, the horizon pulls me near, and every step I wander makes her voice less clear. The coyotes keep their vigil, the owls begin to cry. I wonder if she waits for me or lets my memory die. 1,000 stars above me, the desert cold and wide. I ride into the darkness with no one by my side. Whispers of the canyon, voices on the wind, telling me the stories of where I've been. Through the dust and the sorrow, I carry them on. Whispers of the canyon, singing my song. Someday when my journey finally meets its end, I hope the canyon calls me like an old trusted friend. Lay me down in silence where the red rocks stand tall, and let the canyon whisper as the night birds call. Whispers of the canyon, voices on the wind, telling me the stories of where I've been. Through the dust and the sorrow, I carry them on. Whispers of the canyon, singing my song. So if you hear that echo rolling soft and low, it's just a cowboy spirit where the wild winds blow. No headstone to remember, no name carved in stone, just whispers of the canyon, singing me home. There's a whisper riding softly on the desert wind, telling tales of where I've wandered, where I've seen. My saddle creaks with memories, the trail runs wide.
I've been running from my shadow with no place to hide. The campfires glow behind me, the dawn ahead. I've broken hearts like stallions, left words unsaid, but the prairie keeps on calling like an old refrain. Every mile I travel feels the same old pain. Whispers of the open range singing low and wild, carry me through the darkness like a lonesome child. Every star above me knows my name. Whispers of the open range call me home again. I see her face in the river where the moonlight shines. Her voice lingers like whiskey burning down my spine. But I chose the life of riding, and I can't turn back. Just a ghost in the canyon, leaving one more track. The coyotes cry an anthem in the midnight hour. The fiddle's voice is mournful, yet it holds the power. I pray the sky's eternal, though I'll never stay. Just a wandering cowboy drifting far away. The whispers of the open range singing low and wild, carry me through the darkness like a lonesome child. Every star above me knows my name. Whispers of the open range call me home again. Someday the trail will end and I'll lay down my head. The prairie grass my blanket, the earth my bed. If the angels ride beside me, I'll go without fear, for the whispers of the open range will guide me near. Whispers of the open range singing low and wild, carry me through the darkness like a lonesome child. Every star above me knows my name. Whispers of the open range call me home again. When the last light fades and the fire burns low, I'll follow the trail where the wild winds blow. And if you hear that whisper, know it ain't in vain. It's the song of a cowboy on the open range. Boots on the stirrups, dawn's breaking slow, trail dust rising where the cold winds blow. I've
carried my burdens from town to town with a heart that's heavy and a head hung down. The coyotes howl to the silver moon, I hum an old tune as the night fades too soon. Every mile I cover I leave behind another piece of a restless mind. I'm a rider of the endless plain, through the fire, through the pouring rain, with the stars above and the earth below. I'll keep riding on where the wild winds go. Once held love in a gentle hand, but a cowboy's fate is the shifting sand. She begged me to stay, but I turned away, chasing dreams on a lonesome day. Now her memory rides in the saddle with me, a shadow that follows a ghost I can't free. Every sunset whispers what I've lost. Freedom rides high, but it comes with a cost. I'm a rider of the endless plain, through the fire, through the pouring rain, with the stars above and the earth below. I'll keep riding on where the wild winds go. Someday the trail will carry me home, where the eagle flies and the buffalo roam. But until that day, I'll chase the sky with the prairie wind as my lullaby. The desert's voice, the mountains call. I've wandered so far, I've given it all, but the fire inside keeps pushing me on, till the last note fades and the rider is gone. I'm a rider of the endless plain, through the fire, through the pouring rain, with the stars above and the earth below. I'll keep riding on where the wild winds go. When the last light fades and the night draws near, I'll tip my hat, let go of my fear, lay me down where the tall grass sways, and sing me home through the cowboy days.
prairie wind keeps whispering my name, carrying echoes of fortune and shame. My saddle's worn, my horse is thin, still I ride on where the trail begins. The night sky's wide with a million stars, each one a memory of battles and scars. The firelight flickers, the shadows dance, every mile I ride feels like chance. Ghosts of the prairie wind riding by my side, haunting every canyon, following my ride. Through the dust and thunder, I can't pretend I'm riding with a ghost of the prairie wind. I once loved a woman with eyes so kind, but a cowboy's heart's too hard to bind. She waits by the valley where the wildflowers bloom. I left her love for this endless gloom. The harmonica moans like a midnight cry, the fiddle weeps underneath the sky. I sing my story to the open plain, a lonesome hymn, a rider's refrain. Ghosts of the prairie wind riding by my side, haunting every canyon, following my ride. Through the dust and thunder, I can't pretend I'm riding with the ghost of the prairie wind. When my journey ends and the fire burns low, lay me down where the tall grass grows. No stone, no marker, just the open skies where the meadowlark sings and the eagle flies. The prairie will keep me, the wind will remain, singing my story in the soft refrain. Every rider's fate is to drift away, but the ghosts of the wind will forever stay. Ghosts of the prairie wind riding by my side, haunting every canyon, following my ride. Through the dust and thunder, I can't pretend I'm riding with the ghost of the prairie wind. When the stars fall silent and the night grows thin, I'll fade away with the prairie wind. And if you hear that lonesome song, my friend, it's just a cowboy riding with the wind again. The canyon walls are whispering my name on the breeze. The moonlight paints a silver trail through the cottonwood trees. Every hoofbeat echoes stories of the men who rode before. You can hear their voices calling through the canyon's open door. I've been riding hard for ages, no place to call my own. A saddle for a pillow and the night wind for my home. But the ghosts keep riding with me, I can feel them close behind, chasing every dream I lost, every love I left behind. Ghosts along a canyon road, riding through the night, guiding me through shadows, keeping me inside. Every song I sing, every mile I go, I'm riding with a ghost along the canyon road. I once loved a woman with fire in her eyes. She swore she'd wait forever beneath the western skies. But the trail kept calling and my soul couldn't stay. So I left her with the sunrise and I rode away. Now her memory haunts me like a shadow in the rain. I hear her voice at midnight calling out my name. I wonder if she's dreaming or if she's moved along, while I'm singing to the canyon with a broken cowboy song. Ghosts along the canyon road, riding through the night, guiding me through shadows, keeping me inside. Every song I sing, every mile I go, I'm riding with a ghost along the canyon road. When my time is ended and I lay me down, bury me out yonder where the sagebrush crowns. Let the canyon be my chapel, the stars my stone. I'll rest among the riders who've never gone home. And if you ride this canyon when the moon is high, you might hear us singing as the night wind sighs. A chorus of the faithful where the wild things roam, the ghosts of the canyon riding home. Ghosts along the canyon road, riding through the night, guiding me through shadows, keeping me inside. Every song I sing, every mile I go, I'm riding with a ghost along the canyon road. So light me one last fire where the desert's cold, and I'll ride forever down the canyon road with the spirits of the prairies and the legends untold. I'll be one more ghost along the canyon road.
evening sun breaks over dusty hills. The wind hums softly, the canyon chills. My boots are warm, my horse knows the way through endless plains where the wild must stay. The river bends like a silver thread. I think of the words my mother said. Ride with honor, but ride alone. The trail is long and the world's your own. We are riders of the distant trail, through the storm, through the sun, through the endless veil. With the prairie sky above and the earth below, we'll keep riding where the wild winds blow. I once loved a woman with eyes like fire. Her gentle voice stoked my desire. But a cowboy's heart is never still. It rides a ridge, it climbs a hill. The coyotes sing as the night drifts in, a song of sorrow for the lives we've been. Every mile I ride, I leave a mark, the story of a lonesome cowboy in the dark. We are riders of the distant trail, through the storm, through the sun, through the endless veil. With the prairie sky above and the earth below, we'll keep riding where the wild winds blow. Mountains rise like giants in the mist. Every ridge I cross, another twist. I've chased the sunset to the canyon's edge, promised the stars I'd honor my pledge. A campfire flickers where the shadows play. I strum my guitar to end the day. The echoes of the past ride along with me through endless valleys, over every tree. We are riders of the distant trail, through the storm, through the sun, through the endless veil. With the prairie sky above and the earth below, we'll keep riding where the wild winds blow. When my journey ends and my boots are still, let the earth cradle me on that distant hill. No grave or marker, just the wind and sky. For a cowboy's spirit is too wild to die. The stars hang low over the endless plains. My horse's hooves drum softly in the midnight rains. I've carried a lifetime of sorrow and pride, riding alone where the shadows hide. The canyon whispers secrets I'll never know. The wind sings the songs of the long ago. Every mile I wander, every trail I roam, I'm searching for a place to call my own.
storm and the dark, following the heartbeat of this lonesome spark. Through the dust and the thunder, through the moon's silver light, I'll keep riding alone through the long, lonely night. There was a girl with hair like fire, a gentle heart and a soul to admire. But the life of a cowboy don't wait for love. I left her behind, praying to the stars above. Now the wind carries her voice in every breeze, a haunting melody beneath the mesquite tree. And though I wander with my fate in hand, her memory rides beside me across the sand. I'm a midnight rider through the storm and the dark, following the heartbeat of this lonesome spark. Through the dust and the thunder, through the moon's silver light, I'll keep riding alone through the long, lonely night. When the morning comes and the sky turns gold, I'll saddle up stories that were never told. The canyon's edge and the desert's wide are the only home where a rider can hide. I've faced the law, I've faced my sins, but a cowboy's life is where the journey begins. And as the sun climbs over distant hills, I'll ride again, chasing the thrill. I'm a midnight rider through the storm and the dark, following the heartbeat of this lonesome spark. Through the dust and the thunder, through the moon's silver light, I'll keep riding alone through the long, lonely night. When the last fire fades and the night is still, I'll rest where the prairie meets the hill. No marker, no tune, just the wind and the sky. A cowboy forever, where the wild trails lie.